Good morning, beautiful beings. How bizarre. I have had to take Facebook off my phone and put it on again, and I don't have time to muck about doing that this morning, so I'm live on my desktop, and you can see the crazy, scruffy office where all kinds of stuff happens. Here I am. So, yeah, Facebook on my phone just said, I don't have a live button today. I can't go live. I don't even know who your personal profile is. So, that's a signal to uninstall and reinstall. So here we are, but I'm still going to do rocks. So how do I, and this is all back to front. You see, it's weird showing you things on a camera that's back to front. But this, of course, is quartz, and the light's over there, which is completely back to front to what I'm seeing. And I love this because it's got all this lovely detail on the facets. And there it is. Oh, God, I get so confused because it's all back to front and my brain gets reversed. So there's the quartz. It's beautiful. So enjoy it. And hello everybody who's jumping on. I have no idea how to see who you are or anything because it's all different on desktop, but I can see a little eye that's got a 2 next to it, so I know you're there. So good morning, good morning. If you comment, I'm sure I'll see you. Oh, it's you, Andrea. Good morning. So I don't get the little circles with your pictures in. So unless you comment, I don't know you're there. Although I can see the numbers. So here's our other thing, hastily collected from the lounge this morning. And I did it because I know the camera here is not that brilliant for doing this. But, this is sparkly and pretty, even without wonderful detail. And you wouldn't believe, for so long, I haven't been able to go live on desktop. And it's because I forgot that it doesn't work on Firefox. So while my beloved husband was scrambling around on the internet trying to find out if there's a problem with Facebook Mobile, which is the reason why I couldn't go live on my phone today, he said, "Oh, use the Chrome browser." Oh, I knew that, but I forgot that. So I grabbed a couple of rocks, and here we are, finally live without a frozen photograph on my desktop. It means that next time I can do it in the lounge on my laptop if I need to. It's not as pretty, but we're still together, and that's the main thing. So what I wanted to talk about today is something that just landed in my awareness yesterday, and it's about judgment. Because it's something I've noticed in myself, that as my state has elevated over the years and over time and with practice and everything else, it has been a long process, but I have noticed more and more by contrast, because I'm different, right? I'm feeling warmer and kinder and happier and everything inside myself more of the time. Not always, but more of the time. And I notice myself thinking about certain people, the way they behave, their choices, what they do, all those things, and the response is, oh, why are they doing that? Oh, come on, make a better choice, The frustration that we feel when we look at somebody and think, I don't like that. It's like, why are you doing that? Come on. And I decided to talk about that. And it was interesting, actually, because I was thinking, what am I actually talking about here? And it wasn't easy to take this as an idea and work it back to the reason why you would care. Because why would you care? Well, because if you are becoming accustomed to feeling different, to feeling better, to spending more time thinking and feeling and acting and breathing and smelling and tasting and behaving like your future self, then a frustrated, dismissive, oh, for crying out loud thought like that is not who I want to be. It's not who you want to be, right? It's something that says, no, let's go back to the past. Let's go back to the frustrated person that, I know I'm right. Why aren't they like that? What's wrong with them? Can't they see, those thoughts that we have? Come on, wake up and smell the roses. Those thoughts are not congruent with who I want to be, because they're not loving, they're not kind. And so I've noticed them more and more by contrast of late. Come on. So that is a little bit diffuse. It's not like I can say, oh, this is how you make yourself abundant, or this is how you make yourself healed, or this is how you get the love of your life into your life. But it's one of those things that relates to any kind of thought that just sort of flies into your awareness, and you're so used to it, it flies out, and you just think the thought and have the feeling and don't notice. But I've started to notice because I'm getting better at not feeling like that. That quick thing, it just comes and it goes, flies through really quickly. And for so long I haven't noticed it, and now I do notice it because it's not who I am anymore. So I suppose you could say this is a bit more for masters, if you like. This is more for people who are not, oh my God, my life is a mess. Oh my God, I'm so lonely. Oh my God, I'm so whatever it is. But hey, I'm starting to learn to drive this vehicle a little bit. And I've noticed that I keep swerving off course, and it's these little things which really aren't so little. But when there's massive mountains in your life, you don't notice the foothills. But these kind of apparently smaller things are just bigger than they seem, because it disrupts my state. So that's the why, and it was a bit hard to put it as a what if question. But what I realised when I thought about it is it didn't matter what my good reasons were or are for feeling, oh, for crying out loud, please, just, stop doing that. Stop pissing me off by your actions or whatever it is. Didn't matter how reasonable it is for me to feel like that. The feeling isn't good for me, and it's not loving, and fundamentally it's showing me something about myself. And I thought, well, what is it showing me about myself? Because it's real, it's logical. I know that I would do better. So what is it showing me about myself if not that? And I fundamentally realised it was about you are having an opinion. You are having a polarised reaction, Maddie, to something that you're seeing in someone else, which means there's something in you that's kicking against it. And whatever it is, come on. Because the universe has to consistently and simply, lovingly give us whatever we consistently pay attention to. So if I'm consistently paying attention to that irritation and that, whatever it is, I'm creating more of that, I don't want that. And I can't remember, I think it was yesterday morning after my meditation, I was walking up the hill, I think. And what came to me was something that I have read in Cryon, and I've heard my inspiration, Dr. Joe Dispenza, talk about too in his way, and it came alive to me in a new way. And it is this concept that the universe honours free choice. It really truly does. It doesn't care a whatever about what anybody chooses, because the whole point is that on the other side of the veil, we're in oneness, we are source, we know everything, we remember everything, it all makes sense. But that's the thing about being there, it all does make sense, everything's perfect, but there's no way to evolve until you come into polarity. Because there's no before and there's no after. When everything's oneness, everything's oneness. It's all known, it's all experienced, everything is there. But if everything is there and known and experienced, then there's nothing new to do. And, there comes a point when oneness, unity and wholeness wants to have a new experience. So it had to divide and create polarity, and, here we are. End of philosophy lesson. This is what we're doing here, is allowing the whole universe to have an experience and to evolve. Really, that's what's going on. And the universe, as that wholeness, oneness, consciousness of everything and all that awareness and all that understanding, doesn't care what people choose. Because it's all experience from the universe's point of view. It's all love having an experience, right? Now, this is pretty rough to swallow when you look at some of the things going on in the world. You're saying, really? Not only the universe, but people who come in actually choose to have these experiences? And you want me not to react? You want me to not be polarized because the universe respects free choice? Well, this is the thing. And it's actually, I have to go sideways before I say what the thing is. I have to go sideways again. This is what I learned from Dr. Joe. When you go into the unified field and you get beyond yourself and you stop being your body and you stop being who you think you are and you stop being all the things in your life, you stop being where you are and you stop being even in linear time, you just become that oneness and that awareness again. Again, you don't have that polarity, but in that place, you can put your attention on something that you desire and add an elevated emotion to it. And that's the formula. Clear intention, elevated emotion. Hold that, be that, live it, breathe it, create it there, go and live it in 3D. Sooner or later it's going to find you. But if you, and you do that, and if you come back out of the unified field and you get out, you open your eyes and you walk out into your life, and then you start trying to control and push and stress and chase the outcome, the universe says, hey, you just took a known, something that's inside your head that says, oh, if I do this or if I try that, it's going to happen faster, it's going to come this way, it's got to be like this. The universe says, okay, I honour your free choice. You're saying it's got to happen like that now. Go ahead. Have it happen like that. Have it take as long as it's going to take, because that's what you have imposed, a known upon an unknown. Instead of saying, universe, here's the thing I want. I love this. I love on it. I put my creative energy into it. This is my desire. Bring it to me in a way that I least expect so I know it's from you. As soon as you start pushing and trying and forcing, judging, controlling, whatever, the universe says, okay, you put a known over an unknown, I have to honour you. It's going to take as long as it takes. I can't deliver it to you in a magical way. I can't bring it to you in a way that you can't expect, because you're expecting now. So I have to honour that. And the universe doesn't mind. It says, okay. It does not have any opinion. So, that's one side of it. The other side of it, of course, is that we have opinions all over the place because we live in polarity. And we have experiences and we have things that we like and we have things that we don't like. So, that's the piece that I had to frame, right? So what came to me when I was walking up the hill? Thinking on this, thinking I don't like feeling like this anymore. I don't like having these reactions. I don't like being this person who thinks of that person and their choices and their way of thinking, I don't like that. But how do I do this differently? It's not enough to say, oh, it's okay, because inside I'm still thinking, no, it's not okay. So how do I, what's the deal? And what came to me was something that just resonated, and hopefully I can explain it. I'll just say it. My will is your will. As the universe, right? The universe says, my will is your will. I honour your free choice, whatever it is. I honour you. I will lovingly and consistently give you whatever you consistently put your attention upon. That's it. So this is why I don't want to be having this constant, because if I keep constantly feeling, that's what I'm going to get more of. Can't help it. The universe has no choice in the matter. It just has to endorse whoever I am most frequently and consistently being. If I don't like that, I've got to find a way to be about these people and their choices, and there's many of them, right? Most of them I choose not to look at because I just react. But I got to choose how I'm going to be around all these things. And so, because I was thinking, well, how does the universe feel about or react to or respond to those people making their choices, and and I go, and the universe says, I honour your free will. Your will is my will. I lovingly endorse who you are being. That's it. That's all it does. So, for me now, when that reaction comes up, I now have a different thing to do, to be. I now have a different choice to make about whether I'm going to say, hang on a moment. Your will is my will for you. Your will is my will for you. It's okay. You choose. I don't have to feel anything about it, because you're sovereign in your life. You are utterly sovereign in your life, and whatever you put your attention upon, that is what you will create. That's it. And so then there's the nitty-gritty gnarly thing where that person's absolute sovereignty in their life has an impact on my life. And what do you do about that, Maddie? This is a great philosophy, but what about when somebody's free will, sovereign right to be a complete asshole hurts me? Well, I have a sovereign right too, to choose how I react, how I respond. And I don't know how well I can express this. If I keep choosing what I put my energy and my attention to, and how I react and how I respond, and who I'm being, I can, in integrity and with love and as an expression of life and source and the universe in me, living in me the same way they are, whether they're conscious of it or not, I can, as that, embody what's most appropriate for me and deliver to them what their focus and their way of being, their free will, how my free will reacts and responds and wishes to be around that. And if that means that I have zero tolerance for their bullshit, it means I have zero tolerance for their bullshit. So owning their sovereignty and their right to make their choice does not mean I have to put up with bullshit. I will not put up with bullshit. I've become so much better at not putting up with bullshit. It doesn't mean I find it easy to say no. I don't. But I will, and I have. And increasingly, I just don't engage with people who are, one way or another, not stepping up or, behaving in a way that even qualifies for me to actually invest my energy and my intention and my attention in them. And it's been a huge thing for me to learn, and I've learned it gradually and, minute by minute and day by day, sometimes thinking, I'm just tired of doing this, because like everybody who cares, I can look back and see how much time and energy I invested in other people because I cared and because I wanted to help. And now I know if I look back, I was doing it because I was in a place of needing to fix, I suppose, or caring, or not realizing that they are creating everything. Lance, it is an interesting perspective. It's really helped me, saying no, to realize, hey, they are absolutely free to wallow in shit if they want to. But that doesn't mean I have to. It totally is cutting a path through the jungle, Laura, you're right. And the payoff is massive, and it's freedom. That's really what I wanted to say. You can actually feel free of all the frustration and all the concern and all the worry and all the, oh my God, the world's going to hell in a handbasket, because you can just let go of needing to fix any of it, even needing to understand it, even needing to watch it. Do you want to invest your energy and your attention in that stuff? It's a really fine line, And I put my fingers in my ears and say la 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 about a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things go on I don't even know about, and it's purposeful. It may change soon, but it's like I've been in the monastery just ignoring the world for a while. So, to be able to let go, to not need to fix, to not need people to approve of you. Oh my God. That one for me has run so deep, and I'm sure that I will bump up against it again. But I had a massive choice to make, which I've been exploring over the last couple of weeks. And what I finally realized set me free to make the decision that I knew was right inside me, but every one of my internal advisors inside my mind was saying, this isn't what you do. So I realized I didn't need their approval either. It wasn't even about asking anybody outside of me, although I went through the process of thinking, should I ask this person? Should I get, I finally realized it was my internal advisors who are all based upon the experiences of the past, and the past is not what I want to create more of. So if I listen to them, I'm going to do more of the past. I don't want that. So I had to consciously acknowledge them and say, I'm not listening to you, because you will keep me where I've been all this time, and I don't want to be there anymore, and I've got to do and be something entirely different. You're not going to like it. And they didn't. And that's okay, because those are old neural nets in my brain that will not produce anything new if I continue to fire them and live by them. So, all of this, not endorsing the bullshit of anybody outside of me, and also not endorsing my own. Oh my God. Because it's always about me. Anyone that I react to, there's something, not necessarily about what that person's doing or being or whatever, there is something in it for me. It's always a mirror. Something in me that I can change, that I wish to improve, simply because I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to be that person. So who do I want to be, and how can I? And if I remember that whatever people choose, oh my God, it's so challenging. The closer they are to me, the more I want to impose my will upon theirs. How dare I? The only will I get to impose anything on is the universe, because the universe says your will is my will. So as soon as I become willful about what I desire, the universe says, okay, I'll endorse that. And I don't just mean, getting really clear about it and then walking away and carrying on being the old person. No, you got it over and over again. You got to become it. It takes time, takes practice to stop being who you've been for the whole of your life. So that's what that experience of finally recognizing I'm being judgmental here. And it's so fast, it's so quick, and it just raced through my head, and for so long I didn't notice it. And then I did, and I thought, I don't want to do that anymore. And the universe says, my will is your will. So wherever you put your attention, wherever you put your energy, that's what I will endorse. Unconsciously or consciously, habitually or not, it's up to you. So that's what judgment shows me now. Okay, beautiful person that I would normally say you're screwing up your life. My will is your will. If it doesn't impact on me, whoopee. If it does, I get to decide how I respond in a way that is right for me. So I hope that makes sense. It's a wonderful thing that I'm still unpacking, and I'm glad to share it with you. And I just feel inspired to say this, if you do find what I say of value, please consider supporting me. There are links at the bottom of every post that I put up that you can go and see. And I'm talking about a cup of tea or a cup of coffee once a month or once a week if you feel really inspired. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Big love. Bye-bye.